Ever wondered how you can stash away a hefty sum in no time, especially in a world where the cost of living, accommodation, food, clothing, keeps on rising, while we're constantly battling the daily temptation of practically everything being just a click away? In fact, data shows that 61% of adults in the US live paycheck to paycheck, and 34% of adults in the UK have less than £1,000 in savings. Welcome to a challenge faced by many, but fear not, for here we are to unveil 4 effective strategies that will streamline and expedite your saving journey. If you're new here, I'm Mr. Cat, and on this channel, we dive deep into all things related to personal finance and self-development. New videos drop every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Let's kick off with what we call Parkinson's Law. This theory, conceived in the 1950s, states that work expands to fill the time available. For instance, if I give myself 3 weeks to plan and launch this video, it'll take me 3 weeks. I'll procrastinate, stumble upon something new, and delve into watching different videos on that topic. I'll find a way to stretch that work to fill the entire 3 weeks. But, if I give myself 48 hours to launch this video, I'll get creative and find ways to get it done, and chances are, the quality between the 2 videos wouldn't be much different. The same principle applies to personal finances, where the resource, instead of time, is money. If you allow your spending to expand to consume your entire income, it will do just that. But, if you siphon off 10% as soon as it hits your bank account on payday and stash it in a separate savings account, you'll find a way to make the remaining 90% work. And if you think setting aside 10% is feasible, try 20% and live off the remaining 80%. Try 30% and live off the remaining 70%. You'll be surprised at what you can achieve and might be listening to this thinking it's ludicrous. No way can I make this work, and that's where the art of not leaving everything to the last minute comes in. Who hasn't resorted to ready-made meals or delivery services because they didn't plan ahead? When I worked in my corporate job during busy weeks and months, I'd order takeout about 3 to 4 times a week. I'd be on my way home, it'd be late, I'd be hungry, and on my way home, I'd just order something for delivery or Uber Eats to be ready when I got home. And I did this week after week because I didn't take a few hours on a Sunday to meal prep and think of a healthier solution for the week. I admit I still do this sometimes, but planning ahead has saved me a lot of money. Whether it's saving on extra fees by taking the time to check my bank account or saving on Uber or taxi costs by budgeting enough time to use public transportation. And planning ahead also gives you options to do better, like buying quality items when needed, instead of succumbing to last-minute rush. Indeed, there are times when last-minute flexibility is useful, but often, it costs you money and limits your options. The third savings strategy is to leverage savings technology to your advantage. With practically every habit we want to maintain or try, there's some kind of technology that will help make it easier for us. If you're trying to cut down on your social media consumption, there are apps like 1 Second that force you to take a deep breath before opening the app, giving you a second or 2 to rethink your decision. If you want to improve your fitness, there are apps that will help you do that, and similarly, if your focus is on saving more money, you want to tap into the available technology to assist you with that. There are apps that calculate how much you can save each week and then automatically move the money to a separate savings account or an investment account. There are accounts that analyze your spending to figure out how much you can save and then automatically transfer the money every 4 or 5 days. You can also round up purchases to the nearest dollar and then save the difference. For example, if you're spending $149, it'll round up to $150 and then automatically save the remaining $1. The fourth point, which is perhaps the one that will truly make a difference if you stick to it, is to do an annual review at the end of each year. It's not the most exciting thing in the world, but setting aside a few hours to review your spending can reveal where you're wasting money and where you can save more. It's a time investment that's worth making. Typically, we do a full evaluation in other areas of our lives. We look at what went well, what didn't, how we can learn and improve for the following year. A great way to save a lot of money in a short amount of time is by doing the same detailed evaluation from top to bottom with your finances. This is different from a monthly budget, which is where you see how you're progressing month by month, whereas an annual review is you taking a step back to check the broader horizon, ensuring you're not just moving forward but also moving in the right direction. So, once a year, you should consolidate all the bank accounts you have, your debit card accounts, your credit card accounts, into one spreadsheet. You should categorize your spending and then go through each category line by line, asking yourself 3 questions. Can I cut this out or cancel it completely? Can I live with less of it? Or can I get the same thing cheaper elsewhere? I won't sugarcoat it, this isn't fun. It's not interesting, but you only need to do it once a year, and the return on investment of this exercise and just setting aside 6 to 7 hours to do it is well worth it. There are incredible online platforms with thousands of interactive lessons in bite-sized chunks, where you can master complicated topics like artificial intelligence, programming, data analysis, and all those topics and skills that are fundamental in any field, and you can learn them gradually in just 15 minutes a day. So, if you want to transform your relationship with money and build a solid financial future, start today. Share these tips with friends and family who will benefit or someone who's trying to get ahead with money. Join us in the quest for a smarter and more rewarding financial life. And don't forget to check out my video on how to be a millionaire on a low salary. See you there.